Morning, everyone. I was brought up in faith. I was a chorister, an altar boy, an altar boy, and a crucifer. I carried on with that into my teenage years. Eventually, I started work, and I sort of turned my back on church. I went away from it. I got married, and I made most mistakes that people normally make. And not long ago, I started to feel a bit empty. Part of me were empty. I didn't really know what it was because I've got a family, good family. We look after each other, we argue like any family does, but I still felt empty. And I was noticing what were happening in the world and things like that, and I began to dislike it. And I began to think about what this emptiness was. And this emptiness, I eventually concluded, had come to the fact that I turned my back on Jesus. And then I started sort of reading things, looking at things. And one night, I was sat in my kitchen on my own, and I was watching the Passion of the Christ. And I got to the bit where Jesus was being scourged, and I'm sat there and I'm thinking, what this man went through, what was happening, what was he thinking? And then when it actually got to the crucifixion scene, there's a raindrop falls from the sky. And as that raindrop fell, my whole body was like every cell was vibrating. The hair on the back of my neck was stood up. I've never had a feeling like it before. And Nicola, my eldest daughter, she was being a Christian a long time. I never stopped believing in God, although I turned it back. But I told Nicola about this. I didn't even tell my wife about it. But I told Nicola about it, and Nicola looked straight at me and said, somebody is talking to you, and you need to listen. And the next thing I knew, Nicola had enrolled me on the Alpha course. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And that is why I'm here today. Because I'm getting that hope and joy back in my life. That emptiness is beginning to recede. So Jesus is my Lord. And I regret moving away for so long.